So as I guess you wants me to state my name. You know, that's what we don't do being pirates. Makes it easier for to find us. You start naming a thing, you can find it a lot easier. Well, since you asked nicely. The name's Scraggly Beard. On account of my scraggly beard. It ain't easy being a modern day pirate. It ain't like in the old days when Blackbeard ruled the seas, where the wind could take you wherever you needed to be. And there ain't so many ships to be taken aboard and doing about what you need to be doing about. No, not so much treasure goes across the ocean anymore. It's all on account of the black gold. Yes, oil. Ah, you must be looking at this, eh? That's one of the advantages of being a modern day pirate. You can get these here clear eye patches. Hey, can you see it now? It's clear. Just in case it decides to come back. Just in case. He's wondering how I got it. It's on account of this. I lost me hand in a game of poker. Ha ha. Ha. A little pirate humor there. But no, seriously. They cut it right off. On accounts I had an ace up me sleeve. So they cut it about right here, but as far as you can see, it's just the hand. I don't know what more useful to put there than a drill. On accounts you can drill stuff when I can still get works as being a carpenter. Make stuff. What kind of stuff do I make? Cabinets, that kind of thing. Not much pirate work anymore yet. But anyway, back to the story. I was putting there in the cabinets, and the drill bit slipped right out, popped me in the eye. Or you were hoping that it'd be a pirate story. Well, there ain't too many more of them. On accounts of the Chinese. It's those giant Chinamen. They thinks there's rules the ocean now. With all those little ships. The one sails. Silly Chinamen. And they're fast little buggers, they are. I remember they boarded a vessel. The Chinamen. They took me under their wing, they did. I don't like them too much no more, but they got me started in this pirate business, they did. You think I'm a fibber. What do you mean, how do I prove my stories? That there's not really stories in the stories? What do you mean by that? Well, as I remember, they dropped me off on a deserted island with a tennis ball. Yes, I named it Wimbledon. Wimbledon was a good friend. Yes he was. Couldn't put much of a face on Wimbledon, though. He was kind of yellow. Not really scared, just yellow because they're a tennis ball. Yellow. Spent many a day trying to get back my rum belly. Many a day. 'Twasn't easy, no, it wasn't. Wimbledon got blown away in a big rainstorm. It had wind, lots of wind. Yes, and rain. What name was that? Well, I named it Isa. Is a big storm. Isa was a big storm. Came upon out of nowhere on the island. And Catalina isn't no island to get lost on, no it ain't. It's rather small, and they got buffalo on that crazy island. Yes, and I almost starved to death. If it wasn't for Wimbledon, I don't know what I would have done. Wimbledon. It was before I lost the eye. I must have been... I was just cutting my eye teeth. I was. Must be about 25 now. I was. Yes. As I was telling you. Having a drill for a hand, it ain't easy. You might think it comes in handy during fights. You're wrong. It ain't about drilling people. You gotta have a sword. Fight hard. Yes, well, they took me eye. The British. They were always talking about fags and bangers. I get their numbers. Well, the one, he's a skinny feller, pulled out a knife. It just so happened I slipped down and I fell on the knife. Yes, well, you thought it was going to be a big story, it's not so big, but it's tragic all the same. I lost my eye. I put this plastic eye patch on it. I wear it clear so that I can be reminded of losing my eye. And, plus I can only see out of one of it, so it's not so difficult to forget. But when I look in the mirror, I want to be sure to be reminded of what my eye used to look like, because I miss it. I do. Well, I stopped the smoking, I did. Only peyote for me. That's that Native American shit. Works good. Well, what do I rob? What do I pirate? Ships. That's what I pirate. They call me the Scourge of the One Sea. That one out there on the east coast. They have special names for me, like some people call me homeless. Some people say, oh, what a tragic old man. I'm not old, just scraggly. There's a difference. Then, well, then there's the, other names. They call me, like, shithead. They pay, though, with the drill. Yeah, sometimes I guess it does come in handy. I had to tape it on there myself. The doc wouldn't do it. He said, why do you need a drill in your hand? I said, well, doc, you see, I's got, still work. The only ways I can work as a carpenter is to, what's this, the good book tells you to do is go out and carpenter. And, I tried being a fisher of men, but they took my fishing license away. Uh, so I says, Doc, I want a drill for a hand. He says, no. I says, but Doc, it'll help me drill stuff to other stuff. Maybe even screw. Ha ha! Screw! I love to screw. Ha ha! Ha! Doc doesn't take a joke very well, though. No, he says no. He says screwing is for professionals. I says, Doc, with a drill for a hand, I could be a professional driller. So then I had to turn to a life of crime. Yes, I lost my arm before I was a pirate. Maybe some folks may say that's a bit backwards. I say no, it's right on track. I don't know how many of them fellers lost their legs on the ships. Captain Ahab, he says he lost it to the whale, but I don't know if that's true. There's only a few people alive that saw it. I think they're dead now. Anyway, I'm a little off track. Well, as I was saying, the British, they keep a coming. I took their ship. I did. And I rode it all the way back. All the way back to my island. Wimbledon was there. Good old Wimbledon, though. He's yeller, but he's a good feller. Starting a fire with one arm is not easy, let me tell you. Although it helps when you have a drill, but this here drill needs batteries. Recharging on the island is awfully difficult. They got something called solar power now, but I tried, but I couldn't. I raised it up to the sun, but it didn't want to charge anyway. So then they found me with their boat, and they took me back to land. Yelly belly landlubbers. They left Wimbledon there, and I've been trying to get back ever since. Wimbledon's he's been missing me, I can tell you. I sometimes see him in my dreams, just floating in there, and I cry out, Wimbledon! Wimbledon! And sometimes I get my plastic wet, and luckily it's waterproof. It's the other good thing. Don't get water in my eye anymore, because it hurts, especially the salt water gets in there. And you ever had sand in your crack? It's kind of like that, but in your eye. It hurts like hell. Yeah, they took me stateside, and now I just carry this pipe around, tell stories about the adventures of Scraggly Beard. Oh, that's the only story I have. I can make some stuff up if you want, like a fishtail. Want a fishtail? Ha! We got plenty of fishtail in them freezers. Har! 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 This is pretty much it. Being a modern day pirate's not easy. Like I was saying, the Chinamen, they take over our jobs. I didn't have that advantage, no. Had to use my own to own one hand. And that hand's half the time holding this pipe. So what do you think that? The drill, it's not easy to sail with the drill, because I get hung up in the ropes a lot. But that's just me, an old salty dog telling you. Salty dog. Rough. Ha! Rough. Scraggly Beard the salty dog. Scraggly Beard the salty dog. Scraggly Beard the salty dog. Scraggly bird. I think I may be the only pirate left. I keep calm. I keep the piracy up by or whatever, but it still, pays the bills when I'm not carpentering. Like the good Lord tells us. Go out and be carpenters and builds the world of tables to bring to me. Arr, that's there some pirate wisdom. When I'm not on a ship rowing across the river, I'm here building tables for the world. Some people say that's an oxymoron. I don't know about the oxy part, but see this here business helps me keep to my roots of piracy by handling wood and talking to people about wood, and every once in a while we talks about hunting. And pirates were always good hunters. And then once, ooh, what, you want a close up of my eye, my bummed out eye? This here's been a Scraggly Beard production. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate your support. Can you do this?